Your mind lives in past and future. So who's living the present? Let me ask you something. Where are you right now? You might say, I'm sitting here watching this video. But is your mind actually here? Your body may be sitting exactly where you are. But your mind may already be somewhere else. Perhaps it is remembering something that happened yesterday, a conversation, a mistake, something someone said, something you wish you had done differently. Or maybe your mind is already in tomorrow. What should I do tomorrow? What if this happens? What if it doesn't happen? What will happen to my career? What will happen to my relationship? What will happen to my finances? The body is here. The mind keeps traveling backward, forward, backward, forward. And there is something fascinating about this. Your mind lives in the past and the future, but your life is happening only in the present. So today's question is, if your mind lives in the past and the future, who is living the present? Stay with me. Because towards the end of this video, I'm going to guide you through a simple 3-stage witnessing practice using something very ordinary, a mirror. And this practice will take you through body, feelings, and thoughts. Before we get there, we need to understand something important. The mind is not doing something wrong. Remembering the past is useful. Planning the future is useful. The mind needs both. The problem isn't that your mind visits the past. The problem isn't that your mind plans the future. The problem begins when the mind starts living there. Because the mind is busy traveling through time, the present moment keeps becoming the past. Let me explain this with a story. The story with 3 platforms. Imagine you are standing at a railway station. There are 3 platforms. Platform 1 is called yesterday. Platform 2 is called today. Platform 3 is called tomorrow. Your train is actually standing at platform 2. This is where your life is. But your mind keeps running between platforms. It runs to platform 1. Why did I say that? Why did it treat me like that? What if I had made a little different decision? If only I had done this. Then suddenly, your mind runs to platform 3. What should I do next? What if I fail? What if I succeed? What will my life look like? Then back to platform 1 and platform 3. Platform 1, platform 3. And while you're running between the platforms, the train at platform 2 leaves. That train is called now and doesn't wait. A moment that was present becomes past. Another moment arrives. If mind is somewhere else, the moment has also become past. So this is a strange paradox of life. The present keeps becoming the past, while the mind keeps waiting for the future. Why does the mind do this? There's actually a usual function behind this. The research on mind wandering discusses how attention can move away from immediate tasks towards memories, imagined futures, and other internal generated thoughts. So this isn't necessary unless mind wandering can support such things as planning and creativity, even though it can also interfere with what you're doing right now. So I'm not telling you stop thinking about the past. I'm not telling you stop planning the future. You need the past. You learn from the experience, you learn from the mistake, you learn from what worked, learn from what didn't work. And you plan the future. You plan, you prepare, you set goals, you make decisions. That is the part of mind does. But that is a very important difference between learning from the past and living in the past. There's always a difference between planning for future and living in the future. You can use the past as some information. You can use the future as direction. or you can only live in the present. And the modern life had made it even more interesting. Your mind only has the ability to wander. But now imagine how much information is constantly entering. Social media, news, short video, notifications, messages, opinions, other people's achievement, other people's relationship, other people's fear, other people's predictions. You can wake up in the morning within minutes, receive an enormous amount of information, and every piece of information can become another thought. Someone else's success reminds you of your past. Someone else's lifestyle makes you imagine your future. Someone else's relationship makes you compare your own. Someone else's prediction makes you worry about what might happen. One thought triggers another. That thought triggers another memory. The memory creates another possibility, and suddenly your body is sitting in one room and your mind has traveled through dozens of situations. The problem isn't simple information. The deeper question is, where does your attention go after receiving it? Now look at your body. The body functions in real time. You eat food, the body begins digesting. You encode the heat, the body responds. You hear a sound, the body reacts. You touch something hot, your body responds immediately. Your breathing is happening now. Your heartbeat is happening now. Your body doesn't say, I will digest this meal next Tuesday. It doesn't say, I respond to the environment after thinking about what happened 3 years ago. The body functions in the present. The body is participating in what is happening now. But your mind can be somewhere else. And this creates an interesting experience. The body is living, the mind is narrating. And sometimes the narration becomes so loud that you forget to experience the life. Think about the past. Sometimes the mind says, I should have done this. I wish I had said. I wish I had done it differently, fondly. The past becomes unfinished business. And the future appears. When I do this, when I get that, when my situation changes, then I'll be happy. We can kind of, caught between two psychological moments, right? An unlived past can create dissatisfaction. An anticipated future can create desperation. Meanwhile, the present becomes silent. Not because the present isn't there, but because the mind is occupied somewhere else. There is something important to recognize. You cannot go back and change past. You can learn from it and understand from it. But you cannot return to yesterday and rewrite the events. You cannot enter tomorrow today. You can plan for tomorrow, you can prepare for tomorrow, but you cannot live tomorrow today. The only place where real experiences happen is now. So now we arrive at the real question. If the mind naturally wanders and we cannot simply command it, stay present, then what do we do? Should we control the mind? Suppress thoughts? Fight every thought about the past and future? No. Because the fighting the mind is still engaging with the mind, there is another possibility. Witness the mind. And now let's make it practical. A mirror witnessing practice. For this practice, we need something very simple. Mirror. The mirror is not there to judge you. It's simply a tool that helps you begin observing yourself. And we will use it progressively through three gateways: body, feelings, thoughts. Gateway one. Stand or sit comfortably in front of the mirror. Look at yourself. Notice your body, your posture, your hand, face, breathing. Don't change anything. Don't improve anything. Don't judge anything. Simply witness. You're seeing your body in the mirror and slowly recognize, I can witness my body. The mirror makes it easy because you have something concrete to observe. This is gateway one, body. Gateway two, feelings. Now continue looking into the mirror. Bring attention to how you're feeling. Maybe you're happy, uncomfortable, excited, irritated, peaceful. Maybe you don't feel anything particular. Whatever it is there. Don't try to change, simply notice this feeling. Perhaps you can notice their facial expression. Perhaps you can sense the emotion in your body, but don't become the emotion. Witness it. Recognize I can witness what I'm feeling. That is it. Gateway to feelings. Gateway 3, thoughts. Now comes the interesting part. You no longer need a mirror. Gently move your attention from the reflection and close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Now notice your thought. Thought appears what I'm going to do tomorrow. Then follow it. Notice there is a thought about future, another thought about and then appears. Where did I say that yesterday? Notice there is a thought about the past. Another thought appears. I need to do this later. Notice there's another thought. Don't stop the thought. Don't fight the thought. Don't try to make the mind silent. Simply witness. Recognize I can witness my thought. That's it. So why this practice matters? The mirror is particularly useful for first two gateways. It gives you something tangible to witness. You can see the body and observe yourself while experiencing the feeling. Then you gradually move beyond physical reflections. You begin noticing thoughts itself. And that is progressive. Body, feelings, thought. These are gateway 1, gateway 2, gateway 3. Your mind may wander constantly during this practice. That's not failure. That's exactly what I'm learning to witness. The mind goes into yesterday, witness it. The mind jumps into tomorrow, witness it. The mind starts creating possibilities, witness it. The wandering itself becomes something you can witness. When you notice my mind is wandering, you already become aware of the wandering. You don't need to pull the mind back by force, witness it. The present moment doesn't need to be created, it's already here. You don't need to travel towards it. You don't need to manufacture. You don't need to force your mind to become perfectly quiet. You can witness what is happening now, body, feelings, thoughts. So this isn't about destroying the mind. It's about changing your relationship with the mind. And perhaps that's the most important thing to understand. To stop your mind from traveling through time, let it remember, let it plan, let it imagine, let it calculate, but witness it. Because the moment you witness the mind, something subtle becomes available. The mind can be in the past, the mind can be in the future. But the act of witnessing is happening now. And perhaps the answers to today's question. The mind lives in the past and future. So who is living the present? The one who is witnessing. Try this today, find a mirror. Begin with your body. Then notice your feelings. Then move beyond mirror, witness your thoughts. Don't fight. Don't control them. Don't judge them. Just listen. And notice what happens when you stop being completely carried away and where your mind is traveling. If this perspective resonates with you, share this video with someone who is constantly thinking about yesterday, worrying about tomorrow. Subscribe to Awareness series for more conversations. Because the present is not waiting for you. The present is the only gift life is giving you. Until then, keep witnessing.